Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Critically Average Adventure, and welcome to this flying pirate ship that we like to call Out the Cold. It's a D&D 5e campaign I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. When last we saw our protagonists of this adventure, they had barely escaped from the Lich's lair atop the Renmain peaks, and had, in their escape, created some sort of awful vortex of spinning, plane shifting whirlwind, and out of it had been born something.
Oops.
It collided with the boat. Everyone made dexterity checks, and someone fell overboard. Quite hilariously, it was our monk.
No, I jumped off.
Oh, you jumped
I
off.
didn't fall off. I
Ijara
jumped.
fall.
Ijara fell.
fell. Arden tried to do a daring rescue and failed dramatically.
Oh, yes, because you were trying to grab a rope. That was it. I remember.
Yep, and the rope that I grabbed was not attached to the ship.
That. Yes.
So, yeah.
And we came across a new ally or a person with them, now known as Mop, who seemed to be a large air elemental who had no concept of anything, almost as though it was like Bambi on ice, but like with life, basically. We also have on board the ship. Remember, this is quite a gaggle of things that we have aboard this ship right now. You have two white dragon wormlings aboard the ship. You have the crew of Le Bapon, which is your boat. You have yourselves. You have Drow Foxbridge, the captain whose outfit and corsetry belies most of quantum dynamics in terms of how much it holds together. You have Gull, the sort of vulture-esque Aarakocra, Bison, the Goliath, shipmate, first mate, and a cloaked figure who the only bishop has been really near at the moment, and that was Dremny. You also have aboard members of Bishop's family. You have a small fairy named Rattan, is that right, Diaz? Rattan, something like that.
Yeah, it was Ratan.
Yeah, Rattan, and his mother, who is known as Viper. That's who we have aboard the ship. We have Nyala reuniting with the family. We have Diaz, Bishop, who has rescued his. I'm looking at the name on the screen. We have Bishop, who has rescued his mother and a member of his order. We have Maruk, who was the one to land the final blow upon the Lich, who turned out not to be a Lich, but turned out to be wearing a mask of some sort. And that mask that you now have, Rook, in your possession. There was a lot of strangeness. We were aboard the ship. I think the heading was to Merin, I think. Is that the correct where we set sail to at the end of the last adventure? Or were we sailing straight for Kanzax? Were we sailing for the Dragonborn Kingdom? You'll have to remind me here, and I can tell you what happened.
So
I decided to go to Kanzax, then Merin, then the Dragonborn Kingdom.
Okay. So we're heading straight for Kanzax.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems that way, yeah.
Okay. The other thing that you also have to contend with is the sails. The sails of this ship.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, when you were trying to escape and increase velocity, Arden, you were confronted with a root system in the middle deck, in the sort of the second deck down, in the main deck.
That we had to feed.
That you had to feed. there is and when you fed it, the sails billowed and filled and increased your velocity somewhat. So magically, it would seem.
So it requires fuel.
Yes, in a way. I think we're going to come to the day that we are setting sail. You have escaped. The wind has died down, and in the background you see this kind of whipping storm, but gradually the normal sort of snow-filled clouds of Frohast block your vision, and you are now cruising through like a sea of marshmallows around you. It is so beautiful and peaceful up here. There is nothing between you and the ground apart from this kind of dense white cotton wall as you kind of cruise through it, and you look up and there's perfect blue. And to the east, which is the direction you are heading, the sun is just breaking above that horizon and above that horizon of cloud, and it glows and sets the top of the clouds alight with warm glow. And it's that kind of beautiful between orange and yellow. And it warms your hearts as you watch out. The crew have let you sleep and let you rest and recover. So everybody, if you haven't long rested, please long rest.
I think we did.
I think
I'm
you
not sure.
already did so, but just double check
sheet.
your sheets, please, everybody.
Yeah. Rested.
I'm just going to check Ijara has. And there is time to kind of gather your thoughts. Bisson is readying some food down below. Up in the top tower is our cloaked figure Dremnia, who sits in the crow's nest, and at the helm is Drow, and she is happy looking out over the deck. A fine day for sailing the skies, it would seem. And the sails are not billowing, not chocker full, but there is enough breeze in them to pull you through the skies of Frohast. And at your behest, she has said to you as a group, "I will take you that far. We just been to Kakansax, by the way, from Mordensow as well, but got your call and thought we'd better make all haste. Now, when you're ready, when you've rested, I'd say you've got some stories to tell and some reasoning with me as to why I should take you there, other than out the goodness of my cold black heart."
Liar.
And you wake on this day in hammocks strung in the front of the boat, basically. They are not on the front and the lower deck. You can probably tell that this isn't the lowest of decks. There seems to be some sort of hold trapdoors that lead down to a further stowage deck, maybe beneath. And you've got the and the upper deck, which is separated by two, a forecastle and an aft castle. Aft castle, I think you say aft castle as well.
Aft castle, yeah.
And then a crow's nest as well, to look out from. What's Rook doing as he wakes?
So yeah, excuse me, that was
That's
delicate.
right. He's clearing his throat.
Yeah, Rook is waking up, clearing the frog that is in his throat. And so because when we first landed, he kind of didn't do anything, didn't really speak to anyone. He's kind of getting up. I don't really know who these people are. Not sure how we're going to go with this. We're going to go find Arden.
Okay, you would find Arden in one of the hammocks.
He's one of the people that we trust most.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Arden was in the court. We're sleeping in the car that session.
For sake of the narrative, we'll say I'm in a hammock.
Also, thank you for reminding me that I've not actually leveled up.
I thought not.
Mm.
I was like,
And we do have, cart as well aboard that you've picked. Oh, yeah, we went and visited and picked up the cart, didn't we, from Grandpa?
Yeah.
And Annie.
And our lovely passages.
Which you visited much.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of walk over to where Arden's, I'm assuming, still asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, let's say I'm still asleep. Go on.
I'm going to walk up beside his hammock and I'm going to take the mask out from the bag. Crouch down, put the mask on my hand, put it over his head, like in front of his face, and then very gently, like tap the
Remembering
bottom of his
what
hammock.
this thing looks like, okay, it is foul and tattered and made of the most.
I feel like the first thing that will wake Arden up is the smell.
Yeah. Arden, you are awoken by the smell of ancient tanned flesh.
Arden's eyes kind of
You can play this
soon as
however
blearily open, and I'm just like,
as soon as I kind of see that he's awake, I'm like, "Ugh!"
the hammock. Arden just spins in the hammock and falls on the floor.
And Rook will just start hissing himself.
You are an asshole.
Love you too, buddy.
Nice to have you
Puts
back.
it back in a bag.
What time is it?
Just after dawn.
Certainly. Really low.
Right.
And I thought, considering I don't really know anyone on this ship other than you, Yala, I thought maybe I should probably go and walk around with some familiar faces so that I don't feel a bit awkward, given everything.
I get you. Okay. I think we can trust them. I'm not going to say anything about what happened to them. I don't think that's necessary. They don't need to know all the gory details. They just need to know that we did what we went to do.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of reach down, kind of grab you by kind of like back of your shirt and just straighten you up.
Right. Well, I reckon they're trustworthy. I wouldn't have saved us if they weren't.
If you trust them, then that's good enough for me.
Well, I trust Niala. And Niala seems to trust them, so that's got to count for something.
That's also good enough for me.
Right. Let's go and have a look what's happening on deck and see if Mop is still around.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Another
Look,
useless life form.
We can take all the help we can get.
With what? We've got nothing to...
I just feel like in life, I just need all the help I can get with everything. And if that's a cloud person asking language lessons, then fine.
Look, I've said this to Nyala from day one. If you're bringing it along, you look after it.
I think
I'm
it's
not
perfectly
picking up
capable of looking after itself.
I'm not picking up its cloud poo or whatever comes out of it.
Did you see the size of it? Like, honestly,
Exactly.
It was
That's
massive.
why I'm not picking up its cloud poo. It'd be like a boulder.
I mean, I think it would be more like a puddle, but
Mm.
what would it eat? Does it
Moist,
eat it?
moisture.
Arrow.
Oh, that's bad.
What? Oh, listen, guys.
Sorry. I'll leave.
No, stay. Come back,
What's
please.
the opposite of inspiration?
Disadvantage to the DM.
Can we give
for the rest of the
the
game.
DM disadvantage for that joke?
Disappointment.
That was that
Make a
was
disappointment roll.
natural 20. I'm very disappointed.
I'm very disappointed in you. You roll again. You take the lower roll.
You will take the lower roll. Yeah, you climb up onto deck and start seeing the scene that you've seen. Why you are outside is you have kindly, the pair of you and Nyala, given space up for inside the cart, the slightly more luxurious and better kept, maybe, interior of your own cart, your extra dimensional TARDIS cart for Bishop or Saint and his mother, their mother and friend, inside. And we go to them now, with Bishop, Saint, Rattan, and Viper inside. They are exhausted. They are close to death. They are working their way off levels of exhaustion at the moment, basically, Bishop, trying to kind of recover, being hooked to this strange mechanical device that Maruk recognized the kind of technology as being very similar to the technology within Maruk's arm. And Maruk has seen also similar technology in flashbacks and dreams that he's had when he's seen an interesting individual with a mustache preparing and making and creating such devices. And also, Maruk, you got a name. From the voice in your head, it gave you a name on our last adventure. I wonder if you've still got the note. I have it, but
Flint Frozcat.
Flint Froxert.
Froxet.
Well, you're on mute, so we can't hear what you're saying.
I said, shit, I have so many notes. I don't know if I have this one, but no, I do. I have Blint Froxert,
Yeah, that's
the man
it.
with the moustache.
The man with the moustache, indeed.
Really got to start labeling my notes. Jesus.
Yeah, they were hooked into the machines, also into the walls of the Lich's tooth tower layer. Yeah, I'm wondering, Bishop, what's going through your mind now? I mean, you know that these folks were due to be home, and they were here, hundreds of miles, hundreds of thousands, like probably thousands of miles away from where they should be. Your mother and the fairy Rattan are kind of in and out of consciousness, but and you're tending to their needs. Every now and then there's a little kind of head that pokes, like there's like a knocking at the cart, and Bisson is providing soups and nourishing broths and things like that for them to consume that are being handed into with his kind of. He's trying to establish a bedside manner, but he doesn't really understand what a bedside manner is. So he's like, "I like soup. For you."
Okay. Me as a person, as you just so you know, I'm tired. So if it
Okay.
takes a while for if it takes
Well,
a while for me to.
do you want to think about your responses and then we can come back so you can reboot a bit?
No, I already know what I want to say.
Okay.
I just want to get it out of it. I just want to speak it so that I don't forget because I normally
Okay.
forget.
Cool.
Honestly, I'll thank the person that's for bringing in the soup. You know, as I'm guessing I'm the one that's feeding them because they're not really in the condition to
Yes, indeed.
move.
You're nursing them to health.
Uh, I'm guessing that's gonna take most of my time on the ship, and uh, I guess I'll wait for Arden and Celia to speak to me eventually later in the day. But what they'll do right now is obviously thank the person for the soup, feed them, and then when I have time, I'll probably just like whistle to call in the ravens that tends to follow us to see if one of mine or if theirs are gonna show up at all. Like I'll call for them like roughly every couple of hours throughout the day. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for them to show up, if they show up. Um uh and I wanna I'm be in the room. I'm gonna just be in the room with them all day, I guess, in the cart. So I'll also just be meditating on the dagger as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get that progress going. And if possible, because I still don't know, or Saint still doesn't know some of the new abilities she's got. So it's up to you if I also roll for I'm probably gonna butcher the word the grim psychometry as well. Like just use that on accident if possible. You know?
What are you trying to achieve?
So with grim psychometry, uh I need to read the description for it. I gain a supernatural talent for discerning the secrets surrounding a mysterious relic or places touched by evil. So whenever I make a intelligence history check to recall information about a sinister or tragic history of object that I am touching or at my current location, I have advantage on the check. And I know that I want to do that on Queen Sweater since I know that it's been at Arden's monastery for who knows how many years.
Yeah.
And I want to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
At the DM's discretion, a suitably high roll might cause your character to experience brief visions of the past connected to the object or location.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'll just read over that. thing. Yeah, okay. So let's have 2 rolls for that, please. Both at advantage.
Okay.
So Queen's Feather first.
What are the two? I know one's history, but what's the other one?
They're both they're both history checks, please.
Supposed to say. Oh wow, that was really low. Oh what? I didn't roll with another. Well, the second roll or the first roll, it would with advantage would be 27,
Mm-hmm.
and then the history again. You said,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one would be 19.
Okay.
27 and 19.
The 27 one.
Did you roll both of them with advantage?
Yes. Well, the first one I rolled it just a single roll by accident.
Yes.
I rolled it again.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So
And then the second, yeah.
the first one is where you start studying the Queen's Feather, handing it over in your palm. You are struck with a vision of its birth, of where this blade was forged. You see a hammer made of pure flame, held by a fist made of reddish flesh, but beneath that flesh glows like hot magma. And it is upon an anvil made of pure black stone that glints and shimmers, and as the light turns on this anvil, you think you can maybe possibly see through it, but then the light changes again and it is one solid mass again. And you see it being forged and poured. And as it is poured, you see a slender, thin hand pass to this glowing magma hand. A single feather, jet black, dark beyond dark, like staring into the night sky if all the stars had gone out. And as he pours, the feather is laid into the molten blade. It doesn't burn at all. It settles in, and another pour is done, and sandwiched between layers of metal, a single black feather lies. And you hear a gentle yet like a voice that kind of earworms in, like it's almost like you feel it in your jaw when you hear this voice.
Mm-hmm.
It trickles into your ears and it just says, "Your debt is paid. Our deal is done. Thank you for being such a valid part of this experience." And your vision ends. The second part of your reaching out is you kind of shudder out of this and you put your hands to the deck of the ship and you drop the Queen's Feather. And you kind of, you're actually outside collecting the soup or something. But you stumble and you fall onto the actual body of the ship. And you get this strange sense of it being, you feel like it's wounded, the ship. And you feel like you sense death. You sense sadness and loss about maybe not this deck, but you sense sadness and loss about the deck below.
Have I been below?
No, not yet.
No. Okay. I just been on the deck and
You've been on the main deck and second
in
deck.
the wagon.
You suddenly then hear it breaking you from this trance. You hear a cough behind you, and you recognize this immediately to be your mother's tone.
Mm. I'll I'll turn around and see Laura and see how she's doing.
You come close to her, and it takes her some time, and she attempts to sit up in bed, and she can't quite make it, and she kind of flumps back down. Saint, it really is you. I thought I dreamt it all. She just puts her hand beneath your face as she did as to you when you were a child, and runs the thumb down the side of your face, just over your cheekbone.
Saint would just like flinch. She's not really a big fan of being touched. Obviously her mother would know this, but it's been 2 years since she last saw her, so she'll just let it happen.
You've changed, but you're still the same. You've been missed. It's good to see you. In a way, I'm glad you weren't there.
What are you doing here? What happened?
I don't know. We were under attack, under siege.
Back home?
The whole complex. Dark shapes shot from the sky, swooping us up, capturing some of us, tearing others to pieces. Some darkness followed us. Some dark thing found where we were. We always thought it would be the monks that would be the end of us. No. It was so wrong. So wrong. They were the ones to be holding these things back. Things from elsewhere. The towers. Do you remember the towers? Do you remember going close?
I forgot what the Black Watch Tower.
Black Watch, the Dark Watch. It has many
Dark
names,
Watch.
but yeah, those. They were there. Not to imprison, but to defend.
Do you know who's made it? Who's left? What happened to the protection back home? What happened to the high priest?
I've no idea how they got through. But this was a high magic. Something wrong. Something so dark and so terrible. And then when we awoke, we were bonded to the wall of that place. And that thing stalked around us, talking of its plans and its dreams and destruction and war and chaos.
You can like visibly see that Saint's just mad, like angry, and just conflicted because she doesn't know what to do or say at this moment.
Help us get our strength, my child. Bring us back to our health. We will find them. We'll find whoever's left. You know the blood that ties us will draw us to one another. It's not the end of us. Just things will be changed. Things will be different now.
I'll just like put my like hand on her head, like on the top, and just like caress her hair, like to try to calm her down a bit, and say if hopefully Deacon is still back in the city where I left them, back in Kansax, I believe it's called. I'd already spent much time there, so I can't really tell you much about the city. But there are supplies, and I know Deacon will be more than glad to see you again. Since it's been years since we last saw each other. Um,
I'll have some soup and then I must close my eyes again. Take care of the little one. Ratanex acts kind of tough, but you know they're only small.
yeah, and I believe they were still in training when I left. You wouldn't happen to know how much progress he made. As a heads up, he's a level 3, so yeah.
And what was it? Level 3?
Order the Ghost Slayer, like me.
They're getting there. They're not doing bad. They are functioning, but still there's much to learn, as you know.
Right. Right. I'll let you eat in peace, as I'll go ahead and try to get in contact with our ravens if they're around.
And these are the
Try to give
ravens that circle home.
yeah. Well, they're each hunter has a raven if they want it. We use it mostly just for contacts, or if they get a new information, we'll get it through the ravens. If we're sent a new quest or something urgent, we'll get it through the ravens as well. I know her mom has one. She's not a big fan of it, but she has one. I'm not sure if Tan has one. That's up to you. I know Saint has two. One's originating her, then the other one was her brother's that he gave to her. And I know Deacon has one as well.
Okay. You settle each of these, and then I'm guessing moving up to the deck to see if you can see ravens.
Yeah, I'll do like a little whistle to see if one will come to me. If one's nearby, if not, then I'll just go back and wait inside
Mhm.
with her family.
At this point, you don't sense their presence, and not one comes to you at this point. We're going to move on to Nyala.
Mhm.
Nyala, you wake in a familiar place. The rocking of the deck is so good. It's so good to be, dare I say, at home?
You can say that.
And the smells of Bison's cooking gradually start filling that middle space, and wafts come to your nostrils. You hear Rook and Arden doing something, larking about of some sort, and there being some laughs and giggles, and you decide not to wake with them straight away and turn your head and, maybe drift off for another few minutes till they're gone. And then you are able to kind of stretch your little kitty paws and climb out of your hammock and make your way to Bison, who is cooking in the rear of the aft of the boat. But as you do so, you are now struck with this strange weaving root system that twists and creaks and sort of twines its way across the roof of the deck or the underneath of the deck above, and kind of is just kind of like just kind of just twisting its way and like working its way into like little crevices and then climbing about and kind of just, it's like it's exploring, investigating, like an anemone, like like how sea anemones kind of move and they kind of explore stuff and like touch it and then go, oh, I don't like that, and then kind of come back to itself, and then they stretch out in another way and explore around, and you see that several of these root tendrils are stretching towards where Bison stands. His back is to where the mast would come down, and this central root structure starts reaching out. And every now and then you see him flick a spatula and smack one of these things.
Okay. So Niall is going to approach, and actually on one of the panel that separates the cuisine from the changing room, she's going to knock 2 times before coming to Bison from the back. Hey, big guy.
Oh, all right. It's good. How you feeling?
Better.
Oh,
Really, really better for once.
good. You look different.
Do I?
You smell.
Yes.
Like dead things.
Yeah. Well, you would smell that when you've been in contact with zombies, ghosts, creatures that just crave dead people. And not to forget a lich and its lair. We've had tons of lifeless bodies.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want toast?
Is there fish?
Of course there's fish. This is a boat.
Gimme.
All right. And what he does is he takes like a jar from the side and pulls out this kind of salt fish, and he like mashes it with butter and presses it onto the bread, so it's kind of like salt fish mashed onto toast, little bit of seasoning on the top of this big hunk of bread and hands you this delicious smelling thing. It smells, but this is like a nice smell. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Your cooking always smell good to me.
Yeah. I'm all right.
You're a great cook.
I've been making a soup for the one with the mask and its mum.
Oh, that's good. That's Bishop, by the way.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop.
Wait, what did you just say?
Soup.
Mom?
Mum.
No.
I couldn't help it.
No.
When I
That's
was
right.
at the door, I heard the lady what was speaking, and it said to the one with the mask on, "My child." Unless it's like what priests do. Priests sometimes say that, don't they?
No, I can guarantee you this is not a priest.
Oh. Okay.
How fucked up was this leech? Okay, no, not now. Not now, later. Breakfast. Oh, little heads up because Arden actually don't eat meat. So can you make some vegetables?
Yeah.
But you can give all the meat to Brooke.
The
Like, I think
Gust Elm only really eats fruit.
Yeah. What's that?
Gust Elm.
What is it?
It's a tree. Kind of.
Genesee?
No. A tree.
Why did Mom pick that up?
Gargamel.
Cogmel.
Gargamel. The woods, the forest, the great forest. Gargamel.
I know. It just isn't that a bit far from here?
Oh yeah, we've had it a while.
When I called, where did you come from?
We were heading towards Mordensow.
Okay.
In the sky. We flew to Mordensow, flew to Kansas, flew to you.
Oh my God.
What?
That's a long
Which
way.
one?
It took us weeks to come here.
Yeah.
It took you what? A couple of days?
No. Well, yeah, I suppose, but it's a lot less bumpier in the sky most time.
Yeah. You
There's
tell
not
me.
so many ups and downs.
Yeah, I know.
Although you can go up and down. Gerald does that though mostly. I don't get to use the steering wheel.
Yeah. You know what?
What?
I think tonight everyone's going to be here and we're going to have to eat all together. So I'm going to tell everyone what happened, all little adventures and everything. I leave the finer details to Mom because I have some things to talk to her in private. Mainly apologize again. Okay. Is she still angry?
What is it called when anger's been so long? It's almost like a vest that you were wearing for like a month,
Disappointment.
maybe.
I think that's worse than anger.
Well, you had your reasons. Sure, they were valid. I don't hold it against you. I owe nothing against you.
I know, it's just, you know, all the mean things I said to her, and well, she did said some mean things to me too. It's
I think you started it. I I'm not taking sides, but
I know. I know I started it. I know I... Look, I really wanted to know. Do you know how long I've been here? And Mom basically always told me to never venture out of the boat. It was frustrating. I want to know what happened. I want... Oh, and
did
she
you
just
find
let me
anything?
go. She just let me go. She basically threw me out.
She was cross. She was angry. People say
No.
really stupid, really stupid stuff. If I'm angry, I'm a dickhead.
I know. Also, I think I find someone that could outmatch you. Brooke is quite nice on his anger side.
Well, I'm not proud of it. It helps, but like, I'm not. Well, I'm doing what I can to try and I do my cooking.
Yes, you do.
Centers me. Getting the ingredients in the right order. Remembering all your seasoning. It helps.
You're
Anyway,
a great
your mum's
cook.
on the top deck,
Is
steering.
she? Oh.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to the others before talking to her.
Who? What others?
My friend.
Well, they all went up, apart from
I
the one
know.
with the mask. That one's inside the cart thing.
Yeah. Basically, Kanzax because again, I explain later, but we killed the dragon and they gave us a wagon that is like bigger on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll explain later. I promise.
I don't even want to. No.
Well,
I
no.
just want to imagine, because I got a glimpse inside. It made one of my eyes close a little bit, and then I had a pain in the side of my cheeks. I don't want to try and remember or figure out what that is. Every time.
True.
What?
Shit. And she just here. Talk to you later. And she just run up
Okay.
to the cart, trying to go see Godfrey. Fuck.
Okay. You run into the tent, into the back of the cart, and you see that Saint is tending to, and maybe you catch them as they are holding a blade, a dark blade in their hand, and they're sort of quietly meditating.
Okay. For the time being, Yana really don't care on him right at the moment. Like she just searched Godfrey everywhere. Like, fuck, please make that fruit hasn't thrown across on the void. Like he's still here.
You look everywhere inside. You don't see any Godfrey.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. She grabs a staff and speak random forget like Godfrey? Godfrey? Okay.
Saint, you are shaken from your meditation by a tabaxi meowing furiously within the space that you are trying to nurse your injured mother and an injured clan or tribe member or member of your order, rather, back to health. They're just mewing furiously within this space.
I just hear and just come barging in and just start meowing like crazy.
Basically, yeah.
Would I happen to know where Godfrey is?
Yeah, you've just seen him at least one time.
I've been in here almost the entire time. Do I
When you
know where
entered,
Godfrey is?
Godfrey was there. You have slept at some point. When you awoke, there was no Godfrey.
I'll say he wasn't here when I woke up this morning. I could tell you that much. As I,
Meow.
uh, you can see like as if she's starting to get like a headache from all the meowing.
It's like steam coming out of Saint's ears, like like getting
Oh,
warm.
sorry. Okay, so it was last time.
He was here before I went to sleep. He's not here anymore.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
He was on the ship, right? Yeah, right. Like we were already
Yes,
in
indeed,
air.
indeed.
Yeah,
When the cart was on the deck,
Shit.
Can
Shit. Thank you. Leave you alone. Shit. You run back out, like searching everywhere for Godfrey.
on the main deck, you have the cart. You can see. I imagine Rook and Arden are both arms folded, peering curiously to one side of the deck. They peer at the doubled over form that kneels next to the railing of the boat. Normally lustrous red hair that cascades down silver armor is ragged, and parts of armor are stripped off and in a heap beside, and there is a hideous sound of retching over the side of the boat as Arden and Rook are trying to analyze quite how so much vomit can come out of one paladin.
How much what?
Vomit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Ah, damn. Does she? Oh no.
Guys, have you seen Godfrey?
Absolutely not. Why? Is he gone?
He's gone.
There is a God.
Fine.
Harden, I hate you.
Good riddance, I say.
That got me. That got me pretty good.
Maybe he got out back with the earth elementals and we left him behind.
No, Bishop said he was here when they went to sleep. So he obviously on the ship. Fuck. Mop, where is Mop?
No one has seen Mop this morning.
Look, it wouldn't be the first time this ship picked up a stray cat.
You just seen her in her eyes, like she's going to murder you violently.
Why are
You,
your voices so loud in my head? Why do you have to speaking all the time? It's like your voices. And then there's another bout of retching.
Shara, you might hold on a second. Here we go. I'll take out a small vial. Just drink this tonic. It might help.
And she kind of flops around. She's ragged. Like it's where like the ends of the hair are drenched. And it like hangs down on the beautiful armor.
I put my hands on her back and I kind of just rub and pat and shoulders and.
holy shit! You look like me on my first week on the ship.
I do not
Bring
like
back memories.
the swaying. It always is. It always move. Is it always move?
Could I do a medicine check to try and make her feel better?
Yes, you can. I'd love that, and she would love that.
26.
Whoa! The tonic
Yes,
that
yeah.
you produce is like she takes a whiff of it and she's like, "You think this will do?" And you nod, and she knocks the whole thing back.
If it's not the same thing he
Oh,
gave to
you meant to
Brooke the
sip
other
it?
day.
Oh, you took it all in one. Okay.
Was I not supposed to? Oh, it's how me and Jello always do the drinking. 1, 2, 3, it's just habit. Oh, it does feel like I may finally have my air legs. And she kind of helps herself up onto the side, like with your help, like her armor weighs some, and she kind of clonks it onto your shoulder hard. And I'm sorry. Is there somewhere I can clean up Nyala? This is not my best look.
Sure. I don't know if I prepared this spell yesterday because I was in pretty rough shape, but I can try something.
Please, anything. Look at my hair.
Hold on. Yes, I have it. Okay, so Nyala is going to cast Prestidigitation.
Digestation.
Thank you. Like, okay. This is just basically like endless string, violet string, like picking up everything dirty on her down to the last particle.
Yeah. You have to cast it several times to get
Oh,
this
boy.
clean. And like you pick
Pete,
off.
I'm curious. Did she vomit enough to where like it didn't touch the boat, or did there vomit along the side, the boat side?
Probably outside, I think, but you wouldn't probably be able to
Somebody
see
just strolling along down on the ground.
it.
Oh, it's rain. What the?
Like what the hell?
What's this, Carrot?
Acid rain.
Carrot and Streetcore are like, the hell? Ah, the gods have smiled on me today. It's raining carrots. They take it as a sign that will be a bountiful harvest. It's raining.
Please tell me you haven't started another cult.
The cult of corn.
Sorry. We haven't done that yet. That would be our first time.
So yeah, you manage to recover Ajara, and they go off and try and find some changes of clothes, or like at least their undergarments within the decks of the inside the cart. They enter very quietly and reverently, Bishop, and you see them just kind of nod to you. And I'm sorry, I just got to change. And they find a corner and begin to strip their armor down and into their small clothes and just change their undermesh and all their shirts and stuff, and are changing into their a cleaner attire. On deck we have Rook Arden.
Oh, I wanted to say as she was like getting out of her armor, if do you like wearing all that like clunky armor, or will you prefer to have something more like what I have?
What do you
As
mean?
Well, as you can see, it doesn't really look like I'm wearing armor, and you can barely hear it. But yeah, I have like back home we were taught how to more or less combine our armor with our clothing so that it doesn't really take as much time putting it on and taking it off.
I would certainly like something that didn't make so much loud, because, well, every time we are trying to do something a little bit quiet, I'm always so clunk, 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 the sounding making, and I do not enjoy making us all so visible. But I like how it looks. I like how it feels. It's a part of who I am.
Okay. As I'll take out like my little like journal / sketchbook and like start coming up with new designs that will suit her style and whatnot. And as I let her do
Uh-huh.
her stuff, and
Yeah,
like,
I think I put some cool artwork of what Ijara kind of looks like and what her armor would look like, and I also have I posted the photo of the mini as well that I did for them as well in the group at some point a little while back.
I gotta find some Mistral. Oh,
Oh
that's a bit
yeah,
of I gotta find some.
On deck, Arben, Nyala, and Rook. Nyala, you are on your hunt for you're kind of exclaiming your hunt for Godfrey is your major concern right now, is it?
I mean, with this whole interaction, it lowers in my top list, but yeah, she's still a bit worried about it. But for now, she's just looking at the two and just checking a bit visually how they are. The both of you passed the surprise and everything, and because she has calmed down a bit, she looks actually more relaxed.
Are you all right? You don't seem yourself.
Oh, God.
I am fine, Arden. I'm actually fine for once in a few months.
Well,
Quite a bit nervous because I'm going to have a long and tedious talk to my mom, but I'll be fine. You, and she points to Rook, we're gonna have a chat.
Nyala,
So
if we can downplay a lot of the details to your mother, keep some things a little between us, that would be ideal. She doesn't need to know everything that happened back there.
Depends one kind of detail.
You know what I'm talking about. We went, we killed the lich, we got the flask. That's all that matters.
Oh, that
What
part.
happened and how it happened doesn't matter. We did it, okay?
Yeah. No, that part is fine. I thought you were referring to your little trip in Kakangzat with Sin during the night.
Well, that came out of left field. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, this was a talk that was meant to be more in private, but if you want to have it now, sure, we can have it before Rook.
I'm really struggling to understand what relevance this has, but sure. The ring, yeah. Oh. I do owe you some answers, don't I?
what? You guys want to fulfill me in?
What? George. What was just perfect. I love that.
Maybe we should go sit down. Or we can
If you
stand here and
want-
just look out onto the endless sky. I don't mind.
I mean, if you want a private place, I just know we have to go down.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's anywhere private on this entire ship, but
There is one place private. And I have to actually pay a visit to Malin in a couple of months since I actually pay my respect to him.
who?
Oh, right. Malin my mentor. And
I
she
thought
just
that was your
starts.
mother.
She just gets a book and not that kind of mentor. This kind of mentor.
I think she means a magic mental.
Yeah.
Bibbidi
So if you-
bobbidi boo.
Yeah. So if you two would kindly follow me, we're going down. And Yala's going.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Yala's going to go to the very last level of the ship.
The bilge or the hold, which is the bottom deck. Down
Yeah.
here, you are presented with the narrowest ceiling or lowest ceiling, and the rook. You are stooped in this space quite considerably. In here, you see this is a stowage area, majority rope and barrels and various cargoes are in here being transported to and fro as part of their journey. You would believe, and can you all make perception checks, please, as you come down into this darkened space? Is anyone taking any light with them?
I don't need to, but
Just my dark vision.
Pardon, you make a disadvantage because it is dark.
I mean, I'd rather not have a scarf around my face. If somebody can provide some light, that would be good.
sure, I can make
Be
some
the
light.
weird guy with a fucking cloth over my eyes in the middle of the dark.
13.
It would still be handsome with that.
All right.
And Jan's going to cast light
I'm confused.
on the stuff.
How if it was covering my, doesn't matter. 20.
And Nyala?
20, same.
Oh, so you guys hear it as you guys smell it as you open the lower hatch. You smell the smell that you smell often before. Actually, right at the beginning of your very first kind of adventures together, you smell the smell of fish.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh, I
understand
missed
why you
that.
like it down here.
Brooke, it doesn't come to your nostrils, but as you jump down into the ladder below, you hear movement behind some of the barrels in this space.
I'm going to
And
take out
as do
one
the rest of
the-
you now, you're down there.
I'm going to take out one of the many weapons I have. I'm going to take out the axe.
Look, I hardly think that's necessary.
I hear something, and I don't know what it is. It's always necessary.
But on a ship, there's people.
Take a
but
chill
I
pill.
I don't know what they've got down here, do I?
Look, we're not human trafficking.
Maybe when you were here, they weren't.
Believe me, I've seen everything you can do on this ship.
Oh, I didn't know.
I
Thanks,
really
Diaz.
don't want to think about that. Hello? Hello? Hello?
There is no. The sound stops.
I mean, we heard
Jan's
you,
going to take a
so-
staff and cast Speak with Animal. Godfrey, is that you?
You hear the collective voice speak back to you. We have the food.
Get out.
We have found the food.
I
I
mean,
found
this
food. Now
Godfrey
get
certainly
the-
has found the food. He was saying this right now.
We are consuming the food. We do not wish to leave.
if you do not want me to summon that dog, that faithful hound, like the other day, I suggest you get the fuck out of here.
Dog. Like the wolf, like
Yes.
the fox.
Yes,
Oh,
get out.
oh, we do not like that thing.
I know. Get out.
That thing disgusts us. We shall go.
Thank you.
You see a line of cats come out from behind the crates and kind of monkey bar their way up the small ladder.
Don't take fish into the cart. The last thing we need is that thing smelling of fish.
Spellfish is not that bad.
They each have a fish.
Hey, stop it. No. Oh, they don't listen. Why don't they listen?
I understand, my dear.
I'll say if they come up and if they enter the wagon with fish, I would just throw them out. I would like I throw one out, two come in. I was like, stop come in.
Yeah, it's like one goes out, it like doubles. You're like, God damn, Godfrey's just checking them out over and over, like herding cats. Yeah, literally herding cats. Yeah, you are in the bottom in the sump here, everybody, and there's still that smell. And you kind of go around the corner. You see that they've turned over a barrel and somehow wrenched the lid off and got into this barrel and there is some innards and some skeletal remains of fish that they have gorged themselves upon.
Fucking menace, I swear. All right, help me, you two. Can you move these crates over here?
Absolutely not.
Not those with the fish, those at the front.
Yeah, there are some non-fish looking crates at the front. Arden, perception check, please. Just you.
Just fuck off, you little bastard. They're not all for you.
I mean, I have Rook too.
Sorry?
Perception check was that, sorry.
Oh.
You have what too? Sorry, Niala?
I have asked Rook 2 to move the crates.
Okay. Did you move them or just Arden?
Where do you want them to go?
At the front here. You see those two here? Can you move them a bit?
Yeah.
You can make a perception check. Anyone who touches the crates can.
15.
14.
Arden, you move them and you get a fine powder on your hands and you kind of brush it off and it's like a grey kind of powder. You just brush it off.
And I use my alchemical knowledge to figure out what it is.
Yeah. Let's have an intelligence.
I think I just roll a d20 with my proficiency, I believe, because I'm proficient in.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Alchemy supplies. So. Oh dear, that was terrible. 8.
You brush your hands. It's kind of, you give it a smell. It's got a pungent smell to it, but not wholly unpleasant. And you kind of dust your hands off and shift this pile of boxes with Rook together. Rook, you don't get anything from it where you hit. And you move these crates and you see a section of hull that looks very, very, very different to the rest of the wood. You can see that it is patched. It is completely different color. The woods aren't as old. The timbers are when I say fresh, they're fresher than the rest of the boat, the boat that you're on. You can see that these are still like waterproof and well worn boards, but you can see that there is a section been replaced.
Well, this looks like it was recently renovated.
No, it wasn't. You just see Nyala crouch and touch the wood a bit, like not saying for anything for a couple of seconds. We had a shark attack long ago.
You had a shark attack in the sky?
No, we were at sea.
Oh my god, there's flying sharks.
I wish. I
Fuck
wish,
that, get me
honestly.
off this boat right now.
DM looks up stats for Sharknado.
Oh god.
Next session, Sharknado 7.
Dog!
Fucking hell. It exists. You know it exists. Somebody out there has
Is
done
someone
it.
checking this stat? Come on.
It's in homebrew.
Who's
It's gotta
doing it?
be.
I'm on it.
Oh my god.
Fucking Sharknado.
Oh no.
Or it's like-
Sharknado 5e. It's out there. Fucking out there.
Got it.
I love flipping nerds. I love it so hard.
No! Tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking.
In the chat, in the chat.
It's going in now.
Oh no! No!
Go find what the fuck I put it.
Where is it?
I'm trying to find it.
I love the fact. Anything you can think of that you think is stupid, D&D nerds have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Sharknado was a very stupid series of movies, I have to
I've
say.
never
And I
seen
watched them. I watched them. And it's not even my generation.
So you're telling me that you watched one and then you decided to watch the sequels?
I thought
It was
it might get better.
It was stupid. I just bought
There you
it.
go, lads.
Oh god, no.
What's the
Fucking
challenge
hell.
rating?
Fuck's
10.
sake.
The
Love it.
CR10.
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 Fuck.
Oh, it's
Fly
amazing.
speed of 50. It can
No.
hover.
Oh, it's so good. Summon sharks is one of its legendary actions.
I'm not drunk enough for this. Fuck's sake.
Summons 2 flying hunter sharks and spawn adjacent.
Shark
That's on
frenzy.
you. That's
Oh.
on you, George.
That's beautiful.
We could take it.
Love it.
Baby.
Love it.
I reckon we could take it.
Anyway.
For XP.
Oh my god. But yeah,
Anyway.
y'all just look at Trunks and like, no, silly. No. We were at sea and quite big sharks actually attacked us. And this hole that you see before you killed my mentor.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. I was on duty that night and I didn't see them. So I just ran away when I heard the crash and I jumped down only to see the floor filled with water and Malin screaming. He threw a screw at me and the second later the water was red. Just had time to patch up the hole and everything was over. So yeah, just paying my respect. I haven't been here for a couple of months. Hey, Mammon.
It's been a bit longer than a few months now, It's
Sorry, do continue.
I mean, we've all been together nearly a year now.
It doesn't hurt less.
I know that wasn't the point. But
You remember Malon's long nose and his little snout at the end, and those little eyes that had the secondary eyelid that would close when he was watching you practice, but still wanted to keep an eye on you. And that little, just the end, little grin little fangs poking out the bottom, and his little cloak. That little cloak always suited him so well, and you do miss him.
God, it was so silly. He had a view of magic that sometimes I just feel like I can see it. It was so beautiful. So that's why I have a problem with everyone being hurt, in danger, or just doing stupid shit. Because that night, that was the first night and the first of my long series of fail of saving someone. So please, you two, especially you, Rogue, don't do this to me again. I don't want to have to lose or to mourn one of you. I already mourn sin, and this isn't much, but it's enough for me to feel like shit every day.
We're just gonna kind of just put his hand on her shoulder.
I know you know the feeling, Rick, in some kind of way. I know you do too, in some other ways. So please, I beg you to. Don't make me lose someone again.
I'll try my best.
You're very silent. Are you struggling with feelings again?
Is that to Arden?
I
Yeah.
I know what you want. What do you know? What did she tell you?
She didn't need to tell me, but description she made of your people, your kind, I bet. She was afraid enough to try to keep me from it. And I know from all your behavior, your little twinks from time to time that they're not good people and they did bad things to you. Let me actually take a wild guess. They do murder, potentially tortures and all sorts of awful things to other people just because they can. And they try to train you into that style of life until you had enough. And you ran. Am I close enough?
Not from past.
No shit.
Every continent has a monastery. It has a hold of some kind or another from my order. Everyone but Canus. Canus was deemed too dangerous. A lost cause. A waste of resources. The order abandoned Canus, just like it's abandoned Zimrica and abandoned me. And the reason it abandoned Canoes is because of my family. You're right. My family aren't good people. Specifically from Slavic. There's lots of names for their organization, but mostly they're just known specifically in Slavic as the family. It's simple, I know, but they don't kill and torture because they can. They kill and torture because they want to get control, power, strength, information. And yeah, I was taught to do those things too. I was made to do bad things. Things I didn't want to do to anyone. But I had to do them because I was the heir to the whole goddamn family.
What? So
I'm my
you're telling me
father's
right
biggest
now we
failure.
have potentially a very dangerous organization searching for you?
And they're not searching for me.
What did you do?
As you said, I ran. I refused. I'm my father's biggest failure, his greatest shame. They're not looking for me. For all they care, they probably hope I'm dead. Forgotten. Not exist. Because I was their weakness. So I ran. I left.
As these words spill from Arden, you remember rain, and you remember a young man about to carve a tattoo from their arm in a dream you both had together.
Is this their insignia on your arm?
Could you say that again? Sorry, I missed.
Is this your is this their do you say emblem or insignia? I never
Both,
know.
either.
Either
Okay.
would be suitable, yeah.
Yeah. She points at Arden's arm, saying this.
That's one of them, yeah. Same one that's on the ring that I gave you. Thought it would be safe down here in for a house. Nobody would recognize it. You'd be all right to have it. It would help you.
This is going to be a problem.
No, it's not, because we're never going to go there. We have no need to go there. We have no reason to go there.
I'm sorry, what? No reason. You have two reasons standing right before your eyes, and you say this.
Why do we need to go to Canoes? Why would we ever need to go there?
Like it or not, running from your past isn't really healthy.
What do you expect me to do?
I expect you to actually help us on this one.
Help
Because
you do? Help do
they
what?
are
What?
going to know, Arden. They are going to know.
No,
Because
what?
if I don't hide this ring, or if they see your face, someone that they know, someone that is aware of your existence, they are going to know. And this is going to spread like wildfire.
They're not gonna come for me. They have no
but we are
reason to come
going
for
to
me.
them. We are going to go up north in the future. Are you aware of this? We're going to the desert. We're going to my forest, or what is left of it.
If we are safe, if we are careful in Gregdon, nobody sees the ring, nobody has any reason to think that I am in connection with them whatsoever, as long as we don't flout about my name. I wanted to change my name. I didn't want to use this name, but fucking Oren and the rest of they wouldn't let me. When they were
Call
training
you
me,
Bob. Would that work?
they told me changing my name doesn't change who I am. And then they sent me to Frost, out of the way in the depths of the world, where I wouldn't sully their reputation. The son of the criminal fucking warlord, suddenly part of their organization because he was found as a stray by one of theirs.
That makes two.
Oren was my mentor. He took me and he found me. I was close to death. He trained me, he took care of me. Technically, he trained me without permission, though. Took me to Kareen. Oh, well, I don't know for certain, but I got the feeling that they didn't like me that much because of who I was. But they kept me anyway. They trained me.
When you look back, you remember Oren's hopeful face as they petitioned the higher council, the monks, for your inclusion within the order. You have the sneaking suspicion that maybe your assignment to the south was a concession to include you and be able to allow you to be part of this and take on the higher training that you received. You were well versed, but obviously certain sacred rituals and certain oaths must be taken as a monk, and though that sacramental part of it was bordered to you, even because of Oren's own commitment to the order of monks, and eventually, after several days, you were admitted, and then you were given your assignment to Frohast.
We have nothing to gain from going to Canis. Everything we are doing, everything that we are focused on right now is here in Frohast. And when we go north and eventually get to Kareen, we do not need to go through Canis.
You know
There is no
us.
need.
You know us. You know we always make a ruckus wherever we go. Mainly because you two keep doing some shenanigans on the road.
Two.
Can we be
Sorry,
sensible
Neil.
for a moment, please?
Yes, sorry.
I kept this from you for the very reason of not causing any problems. The less you knew, the safer you were.
We weren't safe in the first place.
Yeah, I'm very well aware, which is why I'm telling you now.
Fuck's sake,
We
I
took on
do.
a fucking demi-blitch or whatever the hell it was, and we've come out the other end. When you
Sir,
take on dangers,
you hide those information from me specifically. I could have come up with plans. I could have come up with solution.
to do
Now
what?
we only have so little time for me to come up with those plans and actually find what we need for those plans.
To do what? What plans?
Hiding you.
We don't need to hide me. They're not looking for me. They don't care about me. They wish I was gone. They got their wish.
You're not completely gone. That's the thing.
And they know I'm not going to be riding on some fucking white horse to go and free my people from their clutches.
You have
The
people.
whole fucking order couldn't do it. Then why do they think that I would be any threat?
Your orders are a bunch of old assholes.
Oh
Sorry.
man, if only I was there.
Sorry. That came out of nowhere.
I promised you if we get to Korean, I would help you finances. That promise still stands.
It does.
I'm
But
not
now
going to
I want to
Korea
help you too. Sorry.
I don't need help. I don't want help. We don't need anything from them.
I'm not asking if you want to do something with them or get their help with resources or
I
anything.
know that, but we don't need to go there. We can just ignore it. We can
I'm
leave
saying
it
we
alone.
need to go, but we can't ignore it, Arden. You are burning away again. Just because you're afraid that you might lose someone again. But, and you told us many times when we confesses or problems or anything, we are not.
I left one family that didn't want me.
We
I lost
want
another
you.
that barely wanted me.
We want you. Give me your.
Exactly.
Give me
I'm
your.
happy doing what we're doing. I am happy us traveling around first, saving the goddamn world. I'm happy doing that. We do not need to address my family. We do not need to address anything else. Okay? We are fine doing what we are doing. Now, I would kindly appreciate it if you just let it go and ignore it. And
I
then maybe
can't.
if it becomes a problem, then we address it.
It will become a problem. It will become a problem. Just like Rook's family thing are going to be a problem one day. Don't you see the pattern? Each and every one of us have encountered a part of a past here. Each and every one of us will have to face or problems or traumas or families or demons, whatever you want to call it. But there is one thing that made me sort of plan in this whole thing. We're going to do it together, whenever you like it or not. So maybe we don't need to go see them, but one day they might come for us, and I want to be ready for it. I want to be ready for each and every one of you. I wanted to be here for the people that I call my family, because that's what you are. We want you. I want you. Is that not enough?
There's only one pattern that I can see here. You have a family that you love, one that you found, and the one that loves you. We're going to help Rook find his family, because part of me believes that they're still out there in one form or another. We just saved Bishop's family.
Yeah, I just learned that. It was really weird.
The only family I need is all of you. I don't have anything else.
Well, do you mind a little extension of that family? Give me your arm, please. Give me your arm.
Reluctantly.
It's good. Easily like, okay. Little thing for your information. Yeah, we did share the dream, and in his dream, he was carving this tattoo here with a knife.
Wasn't a knife. But yeah, okay.
You're muted, Mama.
No, he's not.
What?
Um,
I didn't hear.
she's going to apply a hand and change the pattern of the hummingbird for actually the falcon. And when you look at it, it strangely look like the head of the ship. There you go. That seals it. Now,
You attempt to change the tattoo.
I mean, it's on press. We press press. That.
Prestidigitation.
You can.
Thank you. Normally, you can apply a design on the skin. So
You can try.
okay, but I want to.
It won't.
They put magic in the ink, did they?
Nyala, the ring that you're holding.
God fucking damn it!
There's more of them.
Okay. How many?
I don't know exactly. At least 5.
Okay.
My uncle had one. My father. My mother. My uncle's son. And me. That I know of.
Okay. I do have a question though. Is your name really Servan Aden?
Yes.
Just needed to know if you weren't hiding another part of your name or something.
I told you they wouldn't.
I know.
Wouldn't let me.
There is a
Anyway,
clanging of a bell. Loud and clear from the ship's mast. It rings out over and over, and you can hear excited voices on the deck above. On the main.
Oh. I didn't go. I need to talk to Rick.
I think if the bell's ringing, we all should go.
Yeah. and there's
Just a
cry
small
for-
talk.
There's a cry for all hands, all hands.
I head up.
Yeah, whatever it is, it can wait. If they're calling for everyone, then there might be trouble.
What did you took from the lich?
This can wait. He just walks upstairs.
Those two, I swear.
You come up to the upper deck, and Bishop, you would hear this also, the clamour, and they say the cloud's clearing. You hear Giral bellow from the aft castle. The cloud is clearing. Look, you can see the edge. And the cloud begins to part, and you can see Frohast below. You can see the white plains, that kind of undulating landscape. You can see where the kind of cracks in the ice lie, and you can see these hairline like marks that kind of carve through the landscape. You look north, and all you can see is ice, basically, until it drops into a pale blue sea. To the right, however, to the south, as you peer out, you can see from this altitude where the world ends.
The Great Fall.
Indeed. You see just the end of what would look like, if you were standing 20 meters away, it would look like the edge of a cliff. You could see it just drop sheer and then nothingness, but stars and darkness. but you know that this must be massive. This is huge, beyond your imagining, really. As you peer to your south and you see this endless crack that vanishes off and then is eventually covered by some more obscuration by the cloud. I just thought you should see that. It takes my breath away every time. What lies
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, but brings me great fear. Anyway, we should be nearly above Marin at some point soon. Did you want us to drop down at all, or just head straight for Kakanzak's?
Maybe we can make a fleeting visit, a couple of hours. Just go and let the elders know what we've done and make our way back. We've got to give. What did we have to give? We had to give.
The
we had to do-
necklace.
Necklace.
I thought we. No. Oh, okay. Yes, we got the necklace. Yeah, we got the
Yep.
necklace at retreat.
Was
Necklace.
was that
You
it?
got the
Like, that's all
necklace.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That
Was
Arden.
that all the quests we got from there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was putting the flowers on the grave and
Yeah.
da 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 da. We did all that.
Okay, okay.
But we had to sorted out the graveyard and
Yeah.
we
Load
put an
everyone's
end to what was going on there. And yeah,
Yeah. I'm sorry, everyone.
didn't we have to do something for George? There was something for George.
George the Jar. George the Jar's got issues with Kakanzaks, and
Was it
with
Kanzaks?
Litiana.
Oh, it was with Litiana. Okay. I remember there being quests from George, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head right now. I'll have to review my notes. I mean, we can drop the necklace off while we're here.
George
fleeting visit.
wants you to matchmake Astra and Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's George's main drive.
We can
Yeah,
we can do a
that's
quick
just a
stop
lot of
by
time.
here in Mayrin, get restocked for fueling the tree. Hand in any quests. and then carry on.
Fuck's sake.
And
That's essentially what we're doing.
running on the Lucas and
Sell all our selling all all the shit that we filled our inventories with. Sell. All junk.
In the corners of ching, ching, ching.
Finish.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Drive by.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You sail on for some more of the day. You have a moment to confront George at some point, Nyala. We'll get that bit of RP in now if you'd like. So at some point there's various tasks meted out. Arden, you are tasked with feeding the Gust Elm. Yes, and then
It's just this for a while.
One by one. We can RP that like 45 minutes of you feeding the Gust Elm.
I just like that he's doing it one at a time instead of all at once.
So just
Because he
like
doesn't think there's any other way to do it. He thinks that's the only way. That's the only way of seeing. He doesn't realise he could just like pour a barrel out down the roots. He's doing it one at a time.
Yeah, so Nyala and Rook, at some point you are find a space away from the rest, and Nyala, you confronted Rook about what did you take from the Lich?
Yeah, but she goes less aggressively than the first time she had like, Rook, can we talk, please?
What's up?
It's about the lich.
Right.
Okay. First of all, how are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Are you saying okay because you don't want to worry me, or are you okay? Not lie to me. Okay.
I'm okay.
Because I'm worried as hell right now. I may not look like it, but I'm fucking worried about you. And for you. What happened?
I think I told you recently, whenever I fight, get angry, I black out. Yes?
Yeah.
I had a plan. I went to execute that plan. But then the more he got talking, I blacked out. He brought things up that are apparently a bit of a trigger for me to get angry or whatever. So
Your
I
family.
apologize. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know why I'm blacking out. I don't know why I'm not being able to control myself. I just know that I'm sorry. But I'm okay. I'm back to me. I promise you.
It's just, if it's about your family, do you want to talk about it a bit? Can you?
There's not much to say. Not much that you don't already know.
Look, is it the beast curse?
No what?
You know, the one we have as beast races, like when ages come, we just lose a bit of a mind.
Maybe. Maybe once I cure all of this, then it'll stop. Or maybe it won't. I don't know.
Your magic changed when you were fighting. It wasn't glowing anymore. It was dark. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay.
I don't know where that energy comes from. I don't know what it is. All I know is that something is giving me this power to make my hammer glow.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing I'm talking to you in private, because I don't think Arden would understand this part of you and me we have in common. Like, I keep this from him. This thing I really don't want him to know. No Ishara, no Bishop.
Rook, you remember how it used to feel to swing your hammer?
Mhm.
And you know when it glowed and the feeling of it. Now you think to it, Now you're not full of rage. And you feel something like almost burrowed into your synapse. Just squirm as you say, when you said, I don't know what gives it this power, you feel something just kind of like embed itself within your psyche.
Okay.
I'm going to lose my mind very much earlier than you. I said that a couple of weeks ago to Arden, and I don't think he understood anything of what I was saying to him, but I am in pain, Rook. And not just, like, you broke your promise, by the way. You said I wouldn't have to use this specific powers, and you made me use it. So there's that. But
What powers?
you know, the one that I use on the sled knee.
You use your
Hypnotic
powers
gaze.
against me?
Yeah, I had to. You were going after Arden. I didn't have a choice. I didn't want to, I just didn't have a choice. And you lucky bastard survived this. But yeah, I just, every day, as I'm talking to you right now, I am in pain. I'm in pain because of my powers. And honestly, it did help me with having a great, I'm resisting to pain, so that's a plus, but slowly and surely, and maybe it's already the case, but I feel my mind slipping.
Okay.
There's always something on the back of my mind, like whispering, and it's even worse when there is more people around me, but each and every day, I am in pain, and as my power grows, it gets worse. When I met you guys all those months ago, let's say on my scale to pain, I was maybe like at 15.
Mm.
And today, because it actually got worse after a fight with the Lich, I am at a 25.
Okay.
I do not know, I genuinely do not know how I can still function with the pain I am feeling right now. And if you were to take a portion of my pain, I think you would just drop on your knees and beg to be killed.
You've seen all the blows I've taken, all the things I've endured, yes? If you can find a way for me to share this pain with you, I will take it.
I can't ask you that.
You're not asking. I'm offering.
I'm not even
I've run
sure.
out of onions. Does this thing eat pears?
Listen will turn around to you and say, eats whatever is fruit, really. Not good with meat. Don't feed it meat.
What happens if it has meat?
You don't want to know.
You can clean the toilet.
No, I want to know.
It's not pleasant. The journey becomes sporadic.
Yeah, I don't think Eljara would like that. Does he eat cabbage? We've got a whole barrel of cabbage over here.
Yeah, just you can just move the barrel over.
What?
Just rock the barrel where it can reach.
You've stood there and watched me feeding it one and enough time for 45 minutes now.
Yes. You know when you watch like a fly trapped in water and then it dies because it's stuck on the water?
You're lucky I'm not Rook.
Do you want soup?
I love some.
Mintel's back to his cooking.
I love that idiot. He's an idiot, but I love him, honestly. Without his shenanigans, I don't know what I would do. But yeah, I think with today, you know why I don't want to tell him that.
Yes.
I don't know if I can give you my pain, Rick. I don't want to give you my pain.
That may be so. But I would prefer you to give me your pain. Even just a percentage of it. To help you live longer. To help you feel better about yourself. Because, and I mean this respectfully, I can take a hell of a lot more than you can.
I'm not talking about the pain that you're going to feel that one time on the battlefield and then you would heal. I'm talking about constant pounding pain.
Regardless, I can still take a lot more than you, little one.
You're
There's
such a dad, I swear.
There's a lot more of me to take pain.
Bisson gathers a tray and hands it to Arden later in the day and encourages says, "Come on, we're going to take these up to the main deck. We're all going to share a meal together, those that are well enough. We'll have to ask your friend with the Mars Bishop if they're coming, but they've got duties to attend to.
And if you've got a straw, I think they'll be fine.
I don't want to really have to risk to move them if they're getting bed rest. You know what they say.
What did they say?
I don't know. I hope you knew.
I don't know either.
Oh, let's have some supper." And they climb up to you're up to the main deck and up on the aft castle with his Jarrell Forksbridge and even Gull is kind of come down and Dremnia kind of just perches and still is kind of keeping watch and looking off the side of the boat, still apart, kind of still not really engaging with the rest of you as you gather round. And so Kakanzax it is then. After Merin, we shall stop there. We shall be at Merin in a few hours after dawn. Day's coming to an end, and I'd like to share a meal with those who are aboard my ship. Now, I don't know the most of you, but I know young Niala here. For my sins, I suppose. A wayward child, somewhat, but true of heart, and I get that from most of you as I look upon you. Though not sure about you, big guy. As he motions towards Rook. We still may need to talk. I
As you
will
wish.
take you to Kakanzax. As part of my duties to Niala.
Mom.
There
Might
I
be-
feel... Sorry, go on, Luke, sorry, I interrupted you again.
No, it's all right. Sorry. This might be getting ahead of ourselves, but and you're probably going to really hate this, but I'm going to ask anyway. So when we're done at Kakanzak's, which is quite urgent, we need to help heal some friends, get them well, hopefully. Anyway, we have some business over. Well, I say business; they don't even know we exist yet. But we have a heart. Actually, you know what? We need to go to Norn.
To Norn,
Yeah,
Dragonborn's kingdom.
yeah. So
The
maybe,
fortress city of Norn.
yeah, there. So maybe once we're done at Kanzak's, you wouldn't mind flying us to Norn? We can pay.
Of course. Of course.
And
Now
there
we
you
talk in a
go.
language,
That's my mom.
a language I understand. Language of
No,
cold, hard cash.
I, I don't exactly know what your fees would be. So when I say we can pay, how much are we talking here?
Well, it depends on the type of journey, doesn't it?
Oh,
It could
hopefully.
be there is a trading expedition, or a diplomatic mission, or I don't want to be seen going here mission.
I think it would be very much on the diplomatic side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not going there to, I don't know, invade or anything, or we're
Well, I didn't know your business. That's your business. I'm
well,
not.
Stop it.
we just have something we need to show them. That's all. Return something to them and return them to them. And I point at the two wormlings, one of which
Yeah.
I've named Thrand.
They have curled themselves kind of round each other and are, again, they are quite exhausted. Rook, as as Arden gestures towards them, can you make an insight check for me?
Oops. That's very poor.
Can I help?
That is very, very poor. Insight. That is an 8.
Oh,
Oh no.
single digit.
Nothing. It's fine.
The
I
scaly.
told you it was poor.
You glance over, you look where Arden is gesturing, and you see two white dragon wormlings curled upon each other.
I mean, my passive insight 17. Do I pick anything up? Actually, I think it might be 18 now. Yeah. No, 19. Bloody hell.
Then I'm thinking you
My passive is 12.
notice it's more of a
Wisdom.
feeling you get when Rook's eyes look upon the dragons, not when your eyes fall upon them.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that where the eye looks shut and there's the secondary eyelid over,
Mm-hmm.
the eye is tracking Rook's every movement on one of the dragons.
So yeah, how much?
Well, what is it you're transporting that's so precious?
I just told you.
You said
Arden,
two.
tell her. Tell
You
her.
said
Trust me,
those
tell
and
her.
something else. I was listening.
Go on.
While we were on foot traveling towards the Lich, we came across some bodies.
Oh,
I don't know a lot about the Norn, but I know a bit in my travels of Frost, and I believe we encountered one of the royal household.
The royal household. Royal dragons. Royal household. Dare I ask what you have of theirs?
Well, in their custom, when one dies, no, it's probably easier if I just show you. I take out the frozen, crystallized, petrified heart of a dragonborn.
You don't see one of them every day.
No. So, yeah, we thought we'd return these two to their heritage.
Well, I've got an
suppose, and
idea. Now let's see how you, how this sits with you.
oh dear.
Oh God, Mom, no.
Us valiant protagonists. I with a daring rescue attempt, unsuccessful attempt, saved you from the clutches of the evil lich.
Well, it technically wasn't a lich, but anyway, continue, sorry.
Together, we have rescued the royal dragons. And not only that, en route, our wily-eyed individuals have found a royal dragonborn heart en route, and we are seeking a significant compensation for our troubles from the Norns themselves.
You want a portion of the reward if there is one.
Well, look at it this way.
Mom.
None of you look like you've got royal blood. What you might scrape together will probably compare to what's it called, a pittance, compared to what a royal house might provide.
How much are you talking here?
I'm not sure. I've never valued a dragon before.
Especially two.
Yeah. I have to consult my books.
What percentage are you after?
Well, $70.
Oh, got me fucked up.
Hell
You've
no,
gotta be
Mom.
joking.
Well, you'd all be pulped if I wasn't there.
Mom,
And so would be the dragons, and so would the reward that we found and we saved.
Nothing true? What do you suggest then?
40.
Saw that.
40, 50.
40.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh,
oh
you good at
no.
those?
I have
Oh.
-1 to charisma because I'm not wearing the ring. Um,
So are you
I
proficient
think you can
in
make it
persuasion?
divide. You've got Niala with you, who is like
this
petitioning.
is gonna be funny.
Guidance yourself.
Do you
Gui-
want me?
Guidance myself. Don't worry. I am gonna guide.
Do you want me to roll persuasion?
No, let's find out what
Oh,
happens,
yeah.
shall we?
Oh no.
You dug yourself into this RPG corner.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Guidance
Man,
yourself. Guidance
Your
yourself right now.
I did.
your
Um,
mom is something else, bro. I swear to God.
Does Nyala want to assist me with her mother?
I
Yes.
think you already are in you going, Mom, Mom, in the
So
background.
do I get advantage then?
I would give you
Or-
advice.
Yeah.
Was that it? Can I please have advantage? I rolled poorly.
Please, because
No, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. 21.
Oh,
okay. Oh,
She crumbles underneath your gaze. The combination of the pestering daughter, the barbarian looking over the shoulder, looking rather grisly,
gripping his hammer.
yeah, and then looks back at your stoic monk vision, not giving a thing away. You peer at her, and she says,
All right. That and supplies. We'll bargain that from them themselves.
Agreed. I admire your ambition for a higher rate.
Why, thank you. He really is a charmer, Niall.
Mom,
What he is.
How long would the journey from Kakanzax to Norn be?
It'll probably take, depending on the weather, it'll probably take a week or so. We've got to go across. Going to be a week
shut up.
to Kakanzax, and then back, and then stopping in Marin. Well, probably like a month till we get to Norn. We're stopping.
What if we get out?
Stop it, you two. I
oh Jesus Christ, Pete.
You get it? Because we're on a ship.
Oh
We're on a ship.
no! Look, it's already bad that all my friends are doing this behind my back. I don't need you to do this.
You know, it wasn't
a
about.
ship.
I don't think the wedding they were suggesting was between Nyala and Arden. I think the wedding that was being suggested was between Arden and Nyala's mother.
Would be worse.
Arden is Nyala's stepdaddy.
What if?
Oh no! Oh no!
"Oh my god, that
Oh.
means Ed is your stepson."
No!
It's
Please,
all
no.
connected.
No, you're
It's all
step-
connected.
Your step
I swear, cut this. Cut this.
Grandson-in-law, I think that would make Ed.
Mm.
Oh. No,
Oh,
please
poor
no.
boy. That poor
Grand,
boy.
Please no.
grand stepson-in-law.
No, please.
Anyway, fuck me. Oh dear. And they thought Scanlan trying to sleep with his own daughter was bad.
What?
That happens.
Ugh.
Attempts
Oh
to.
no.
yeah.
Um,
Once he finds out, he
Watch
he
Vox
like,
Machina.
yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
know.
You gotta watch it.
You've watched campaign 1, haven't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
I forgot
have.
about that.
How can you forget?
Uh,
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, continue.
What if we were to stop by? Do you know the Wanderer's Lament?
I've heard of it. Travelers have been to and from there. We've dropped.
What if we did a pit
supplies.
stop there along the way? Wouldn't have too much time, would it? It's along the way from Marin.
It would mean heading slightly south from where we are now, and we've already started heading towards Marin.
No, not now. I mean, when we go from Kakanzax to after we go from Marin to Norn, and between Marin and Norn, maybe we can go via there.
So, geographically, you've got Norn is in the far northwest.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Wanderer's Lament is kind of below the Red Main Peaks
Mm-hmm.
here. Marin is around here. Kakanzax is that over here.
Yeah, because before when we went Marin, Vermilion, well, Marin, Wanderer's Lament, Vermilion,
Yeah,
and Main
and then up.
Peaks.
Yeah. So
No,
it's
it
slightly-
was Wanderer's Lament was after Vermilion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
No,
because
it
we
was?
had Iljara.
Yeah.
So
you-
Wanderer's Lament was after.
yeah, Wanderer's
Vermilion.
Lament was you were kind of running through the Plains of Dead, and you had to take a route, and you went slightly south. So kind of, it would if to go to Lament to Norn. Is that what you're talking about doing?
So yeah, so after stopping and resupplying at Mayrin,
Yeah.
going on to the Wanderer's Lament and then on to Norn.
Okay. Yeah, you'd backtrack on yourself somewhat because you were still heading east to the Wanderer's Lament. Sorry, west to the Wanderer's Lament.
I think it's important that we do that because we left somebody there that also needs to be cured of a curse.
Oh, might
If
that
she's
be?
still here.
A compatriot of theirs was called Nandrala or Nandrala or I don't even know anymore, but they were afflicted with the same curse that Rook is here. Rook he isn't actually this old. He just looks it.
The flask. Identify the flask.
So we'll get there. We'll get there. There's no rush.
Rook.
So yeah, we need to do a little pit stop there.
I think you know that Nan left there actually and began their
Did we?
journey north. I think you know because at the bit when Nan left, became one with Dre. Yeah, you would know they had a mission to go to an urge to go to
Gargamel.
yeah, with newfound knowledge that they gathered at the Lament. So I don't think you would know that you would know that they had left from that place. So it's not unless you're going to go and pick up Gerald and add another one to your crew. I mean, like Gerald's always good for a month.
I still gotta return the Tinker tools that I borrowed from Gruff
Bluff Mains Dweller. Bluff Mains
yeah.
Dweller.
But if I ever show up, I could just send them with the tools.
I mean, it's up to Rook whether he interjects at this point and lets us know
Oh, yeah,
if Nan's
true.
no longer there or not. So
He's old. He probably forgot.
Bishop.
I'm not there.
look, we can discuss the finer details of the route when we're in Kakanzax.
I'm in the cart using a Godfrey to beat another Godfrey. I'm working on my bow, because it's made out of metal and it's pieces, multiple pieces, and Godfrey keeps getting in the way. So I was like, I just got sick of him, so I just, I was like, go away.
This is going to create a catastrophe in the future, I'm sure.
Catastrophe.
Listen, I just want to say thank you for the meal. It's very nice.
That's okay. Beson's not a bad cook, is he?
I do all right. I've been practicing a long time.
What's this texture? I've never had that before.
Which one?
The stringy one.
It's a bean what I've squashed
Okay.
with the salt.
It's good. It's very good.
I
Thank you. Looks at the table.
I just see Nyala in the corner,
steaks.
like daring Arden to say something bad about business food, like.
Oh, it's good. Really. It's good.
You hear a slight voice from the corner. I can see the edge of the mountains. And everyone, all eyes turn towards the hooded individual, Dremnia, and they turn back and look at Dural. Don't pay anyone else abide. We should be nearing Melin soon.
All hands to the sails then, and we shall start descending.
Hi.
The boat
When you
cruises
say
down.
all hands on the sails, I don't have to put my hands on the sails, do I?
No, you go and hold that rope over there.
You see, as soon as all hands on the sails, Rook is like, got it.
Oh my god.
You just see Niala desperate at this point. Like, she look at her mother like, yeah,
You're gonna
that's
have
what
to
I have to deal with every day.
Nialler, you're gonna have to teach these some stuff. Just take a seat and finish your dinner, biggin. Yeah, you just have a sit there. Lovely.
Starts kind of eating the rest of his, and then anything that's left
Yeah.
over.
Any scraps because you
Any
can
scraps,
access
just
everyone
hold.
else's because there's plates left. The boat descends through a kind of a wispy cloud that obscures some of the vision, and you kind of see the little track that leads out from the mountains that you took into those mountains originally. And then you see no Merrin.
The witch! She might have cast a spell to protect the city. Oh,
Wait, is
man.
this actually the location, or are we just off by a bit? Granted, I'm not there, but for the group.
Anybody who wants to make a survival check to check their location
Sure.
can do so, or one person do it with advantage, or two people do it. I don't mind.
I'm 18.
Who's going to do it?
I have a +8 on survival, so I don't know.
Who's got the bigger plus?
Let me check. I'm not there, so I'm not gonna roll. But
No.
I have
Yeah, a
plus
+8.
+9.
I have a +8. Wait. George, you said you were how many?
Said I'm eating.
You're eating. You're not looking yet.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have a +9, but I'm not there.
Okay, so I'll roll survival with an advantage, right?
If Simon's helping,
You have a +9 to survival.
I do,
8.
yeah.
You have a +8
Wait,
to survival. I can slap a guidance on you.
Okay. Okay.
you look off the edge of the boat. You feel Arden's hand on your shoulder, and magic energy seeps into your.
22 without
Dang.
advantage.
You think you are geographically spot on. You take into account the mountain, the edge of the forest, certain tree shapes and tree lines, and the way that the sun begins to set, and you picture this as the exact spot where Merrin is, or rather should be.
Yep.
Notice that there is like an indentation like this, and heavy snowfall has filled it.
Did the town get teleported? That'd be pretty sick to be
Not sure. Mom, can you wait a bit before going down? I need to check something. She's going to walk to one of the dragon, and speak to her, and hey, I know you're a bit tired. But can one of you accompany me to check down there? I think there is a city that is missing.
Yala. Why don't you just message one of the elders?
I don't know if I have sending prepared, actually. Then I switch my spells. Actually switch my spells.
Did have a long rest, remember?
Yeah.
You've had several long rests, so you can change if you wish to. I'll allow you to cast sending.
Okay.
Who do you message?
Damn it, what was his name? It's not George, it's
George,
Lucas.
Lucas, thank you.
Lucas, the bar owner.
Yeah.
Yep. Lucas was the
Lucas.
proprietor of the Board Weasel.
Yeah. Hey Lucas. we are back with what you asked us to do. Where are you?
It takes a little while, but you get a message back that is kind of confused. You don't think Lucas has ever been contacted in this way.
Processed food. No.
Mother Redenick took us north about a day's travel. Come find us.
Arden, you're not going to
Mm.
be happy about this.
What do you mean?
Do you remember some nice lady that is doing magic there?
I didn't meet her. I was too busy with the cart, remember?
Yeah,
You met her son.
so the whole city has been transplanted north.
How?
About a day of travel. Magic. So yeah, Mom, we're gonna need to redirect the ship.
Is that a day for us, or is that a day on foot?
I don't know. He just said a day.
I would presume that went on foot or by sled because we didn't have a ship before.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's just a few more hours.
She's going to make you pay for this. You know this, right?
Why am I suddenly the group treasurer?
That's supposed to be my role.
And why don't you pay?
Do you have any idea how much money we have?
I do actually.
Do you? Tell me. How much money
Well,
do we
each
have?
of us have a couple of hundreds of gold on us.
And
And that's not much. I have maybe one common gold in my pouch.
you have no idea how much money we have, do you?
I have some idea. And I have the idea that it's not going to be enough for Mom.
We have 2,000 gold in our party stash, and we also have 725 gold credited with the towers back in Kansas.
Yeah, wait, that doesn't count. We're not in Kansas.
I've been counting.
I know.
And then on top of that, whatever everybody else has for their personal stash. I'm sure we can tip it to take us an extra few hours north.
And you do. The boat sets off again, and you start traveling north to find Merrin. What you find is a circular shaped lump of town, a piece of earth, essentially. The size of a town, the size of Merrin. You can see the roads within Merrin, the three main roads that you've always been accustomed to. You see all the shops and all the places, and you see it's sort of positioned like it's not flat with the landscape from this angle. You can see the edges of it. You can see around the edge. And Bishop, you will remember that you felt like a kind of strange border
Mm-hmm.
and when you went round it, and also you saw Ketu obsessively digging
At the
round the
border.
edge,
Yep.
round this edge.
Why did they move it?
Danger. I mean, you've seen the wall of undead we were dealing with.
True. Maybe they were trying to get a head start away, just in case we failed. Right, well. Captain, do we have permission to descend?
I'll fly you right above and we'll lower the ropes.
Oh, so we're not landing. Great.
You think
I
there
prefer
is?
not to. Getting her going from the ground is a little taxing on the Gust Elm.
Oh,
It's better if we stay aloft, and then if all hell breaks loose, we can make a swift getaway.
we'll get some more onions then.
And
Right.
that's where we're going to end our adventure as you start descending the ropes down onto the town of Merrin that has moved somewhat north to investigate, to catch up with your old friends, George, Lucas, Astra, and Mother Redenic in the town of Merrin, and hand in some quests and spend all your gold and do all that kind of stuff. Thank you for playing, everybody. That was a wonderful game. It's been great to be back with you all. And I've
Yeah.
missed you all. Let's stop that.
Woo.
Let's stop that. Let's stop it.